Welcome back everyone. Following the injury to Anthony Davis, the Lakers were desperately looking for added frontcourt production, and they initially got it from Thomas Bryant. For a 21-day stretch after Anthony Davis went down, Bryant averaged nearly 17 points, over 10 rebounds, and put up insanely efficient shooting numbers. However, he may have tired himself out while doing it, and if you watched him play throughout that time frame, it would really be hard to blame him. Unfortunately though, that might be the case, because following that 3-week stretch, Thomas Bryant has really begun to decline. In the 4 games they played from January 8th until right now, Bryant has put up only 11 points, 7 rebounds, has failed to knock down a 3-point shot, and has seen a sharp decline in playing time. I mean, it was not really fair to expect him to maintain that pace to begin with, but it's now become clear that they're very likely overworking him. Not that putting up 11 points and 7 rebounds per game is bad, but it's not quite what we're used to. Luckily for the Lakers though, they're getting improved production from a different player to help make up for that, with that player being Wenyen Gabriel, quite possibly the most underrated player on their entire team. Gabriel has been having a mini breakout for them. He has now found himself getting over 25 minutes per game, and even being a part of their closing lineups. He might not always stand out in the box score, but he has truly been incredible for them, and especially in regard to the past week, which has really been exactly what they needed with Thomas Bryant looking a bit off. And in today's video, we are going to review the real impact of Wenyen Gabriel, along with how that could translate to him getting a bigger role moving forward. Before we do that though, I would like to invite you to join our NBA Discord. If you enjoy having NBA or Laker-related discussion, being updated on NBA news, or chatting with others during live games, then I guarantee you would enjoy it. There will be a link to join both on the screen and in the video description down below. Without further ado though, let's get back to today's topic. And if we take a look at Wenyen Gabriel's stat line during the past 4 games, the guy's been providing them with great production, and really on both ends of the court too. In a little over 25 minutes per game, Gabriel has been putting up nearly 13 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2 blocks, and shooting incredibly efficient from both the field and 3-point line. He has really picked up where Thomas Bryant left off, and that has helped them to maintain their frontcourt production even without Bryant averaging nearly 20 and 10. Not only that though, but Gabriel has actually been better than Bryant in many ways. No, he might not have the touch around the rim, nor mid-range that Bryant does, but Gabriel is without a doubt the better and more versatile defender overall. He may lack a little bit of height for a center, but he is able to make up for it with his quick feet, great timing, and never-ending effort and energy, which can really go a long way. And following him putting on some noticeable muscle during the offseason, Gabriel has been able to hold his own down low, even when matching up with actual centers too. Now, I'm not saying he'll be locking down Joel Embiid or anything like that, but he is no longer getting pushed around down low, and between that, along with his ability to switch onto smaller players, he has become a very versatile defender, and that alone can make him the better choice over Thomas Bryant in certain matchups, which is what we have been seeing during the past week. Gabriel can play in drop coverage, man-to-man defense, or even when they are switching on every screen, and Darvin Ham has obviously been taking advantage of that lately. I mean, it's not only about him being a better defender than Thomas Bryant either, because at this point, Wenyen Gabriel is one of the best defenders on their entire team. If we take a look at defensive Raptor rating, Gabriel is rated as their 3rd most impactful defender, only falling behind Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves. And then if we take a look at rim protection specifically, Gabriel has been doing a great job. When defending shot attempts at the rim, he is limiting his opponent to only 54%. That might not sound all that great, but that is significantly better than Anthony Davis, who currently owns a defended field goal percentage of 57%, and then much better than Thomas Bryant, who currently owns one of over 70%. Whether it's with him bothering a shot, staying in front of his matchup, or outright blocking a shot, Gabriel has been a much better rim protector than expected. The only negative with him on defense would have to be his fouling. He tends to be a bit foul happy, and largely due to the energy that he plays with. If we take a look at per 36-minute average, Gabriel commits over 5 fouls per game, and that is the one thing that could prevent him from getting more minutes. Although, you kind of have to live with it. I mean, you of course would like to see him get fewer fouls, but telling a player to focus on that can often affect their energy on the court, and for a guy like Wenyen Gabriel, that is something you do not want to mess with. He is the literal definition of effort and energy, and I would not want to risk affecting that. Again, hopefully he can learn to be less foul happy, while at the same time being able to maintain his energy on defense, but I have been very impressed with him on defense nonetheless, and that would not be limited to his defense alone either, as Wenyen Gabriel has been very effective on both offense and while rebounding as well. I briefly mentioned both of those before, but that was not nearly enough to get the full picture. Gabriel has been a great rebounder for them in their small ball lineups, and has been the primary reason for them actually working. Without him, they would be getting constantly outworked on the rebound battle. I mean, it even happens with him on the court at times, but it would be much worse without him. He is by far the best at boxing out on their entire team, and both the numbers and eye tests will agree with that. When taking a look at per 48-minute average, Gabriel leads their entire team in box outs per game, which is a very overlooked aspect of being a good rebounder. And then, to no surprise, he leads their main rotation in offensive rebounds per game as well, grabbing about 5 of them per 48 minutes. In fact, that is where a majority of his offense actually comes from. He is rarely a part of their plays on offense, and instead, he ends up being the one to clean up the mess on offense. Although, that's not to say that he cannot create his own shot, or be effective when involved in a play either, as that would definitely not be true. Gabriel is better than you might think when driving to the rim, and then is a very underrated pick and roller, which can be shown by his scoring during the past 4 games. His chemistry off the bench with Westbrook has been great, and it's really been peaking lately. They have routinely brought energy off the bench together, and it's helped provide the team with a big boost on offense. Gabriel is shooting over 62% from the field, over 39% from 3, and then over 41% on corner threes, and even with him being a low volume shooter, that has made him incredibly valuable on offense for them. To wrap everything up here though, Wenyen Gabriel has been providing the Lakers with great production on both ends of the court, and it's really come at the perfect time for them. With Thomas Bryant going through a slump, and then with Anthony Davis still being a couple weeks away from a return, they really needed somebody to step up. And I think it's safe to say that player has been Wenyen Gabriel. No matter what way you want to look at it, he has been absolutely incredible for them lately. With all of that being said though, what do you guys think? How impressed have you been with Wenyen Gabriel? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.